Hello and welcome to a presentation by Agro Sourcing Limited. We are a Ghanaian-based agricultural enterprise and we are working to curtail wastage through inclusive, efficient and circular supply chain systems. My name is Isaac Danswesidu and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to take you through a presentation on our products and service offerings. And I hope by the end of this presentation, you'll have a very good idea of what our company has to offer. And we expect that possibly if there are any ways we can partner, you would reach out to us and we'll do so. Although agriculture is the predominant economic activity in sub-Saharan Africa, the sector is still very much underdeveloped and really suffering from outmoded techniques and inadequate infrastructure. The productivity levels of the agricultural sector in most sub-Saharan African countries like Ghana are not really sufficient to satisfy the growing demand for food. There is a very huge incidence of wastage, an incidence of inefficient supply chain systems, and there are very low market opportunities for farmers, most of whom are actually smallholders. Consequently, the African region is dependent on imported food. Although we have a vast extended area for agriculture, we have a booming young population, and we have a tropical climate to support food production. We find that most of the smallholder farmers operate in a very non-formal manner. We find that they are excluded in most ways. They are excluded in the digital economy and also the financial and global trade economies. And this mainly due to the informal nature of their activities. Beyond that, we find that there is inefficiency in the supply chain that is able to connect the smallholder productions to consumption. We also find that accurate agricultural data that can be easily accessed, used, and redistributed remains somewhat a distant hope. Although data has become the cornerstone for effective decision-making in many contexts, agricultural data in Africa, and to be precise, in Ghana, is mainly difficult to access, given that the agriculture ecosystem constitutes over 70% of the economy of sub-Saharan Africa. The potential to impact lives and decisions through open data is huge, and yet it remains largely untapped. This resulting low level of insight into agricultural activity in Africa has led to market and financial exclusion of millions of African farmers and a whole phenomenon of agricultural wastage. It is for these reasons that our company has developed SourceMap, an agricultural resource management and intelligence gathering platform that precisely captures data on agricultural productions and waste generation in various geographic zones in order to build stakeholder linkages, create market opportunities, and build efficiency into agricultural logistics. Our platform is essentially made and built for use by data controllers. When we talk about data controllers, we are referring to agricultural economic groups and organizations that have a mandate to supervise or manage agricultural activities. We have segmented these groups into some categories, and you'd find that there are local government agri departments in various districts and municipal assemblies. Then you also have farmer-based organizations. There are agricultural cooperative unions, and then there are also large commercial farms that operate outgrower schemes. We have built our solution to enable these economic groups or organizations to have the needed tool and framework to properly manage agricultural value chain actors, including farmers, feed millers, agro processors, and whatnot. The objective we had in building this tool was to formalize the activities of the value chain actors. So we felt that if we build a tool that allowed these economic groups to be more effective, they will have a better chance at formalizing the activities of these value chain actors, being able to take the data of the value chain actors and precisely capture their production and waste generation activities. Another objective we had in building our tool was to allow these economic groups have tools to include value chain actors in the digital, financial, and global trade economies. The next reason why we built our product was to allow for stakeholder linkages and collaborations so that there would be one platform where we could find several economic groups, agricultural data controllers who are all found on a single platform and who are all onboarding value chain actors. Finally, we believe that our platform has the purpose of creating market opportunities for value chain actors who have been onboarded. Some of the very obvious features that will be seen on our platform are data collection tools, insight generation functions, data visualization tools, and then we have integrated a digital marketplace that allows value chain actors who have been onboarded by the data controllers to offer their productions for sale. We have also built in sustainability measures in our business model. The fact that we offer skills training to the value chain actors who have been onboarded onto our platform. We offer skills training on how they can also access and use a personal dashboard. And here is the interesting part. Whenever we sign on a data controller, say maybe a local government agri department, although the platform is essentially built for the data controller, every value chain actor that data controllers on boards can also access a personal dashboard on our platform. So we have built these sustainability factors in our business model wherein we give skills training to the value chain actors who have been onboarded, and the training are delivered through the data controllers themselves. Our partnership with these data controllers spells out how the skills training is delivered. And because of this digital inclusion, a major impact target we have is to formalize the activities of at least 5,000 agricultural value chain actors within the next 12 months. And due to the digital marketplace, we will have thousands of value chain actors engaging in a coordinated and collaborative manner that will increase market opportunities for each of them and then equip them properly to engage in both local and international trades. We also give trainings, skill trainings on produce and residue upcycling. So it's not only training on the digital platform and trainings on how to use a digital solution to record data and business records, but we give practical skills training on produce and residue upcycling as well. Um, these skills trainings are delivered by means of the data controllers. We've always find a way to deliver the sales training through them. And we in the course of that are able to innovate for the SDG 12, which concerns the circular economy, responsible consumption and production. If you happen to be a data controller, whether you are a representative of a local government, Department of Agriculture in any district or municipal assembly within Ghana, or you are a representative of a farmer-based organization anywhere in Ghana, or you are a representative of an agricultural cooperative union, or even if you are a large-scale farm that operates an outgrower scheme, we would be really excited if you could reach out to us either through our email enquiries@agrosourcing.net or through any of our phone numbers, which can be seen now on your screen. You can also check out our website at agrosourcing.net. We look forward to contacting as many partners as possible and building collaborations that will ensure that we are able to formalize the activities of agricultural value chain actors. I'm going to give a very short demonstration of SourceMap as it currently is, so that everyone who is viewing this presentation can see what we are up to as a company. So when you come to our website, we try as much as possible to give as much information about our products and services. So if you contact us through the contact details I previously shared, we will set up and sign you on to our platform so that you can access an account for your own organization. Now, very quickly, I'll move on to how your dashboard will look after we've set you up with an account. So you have an information system that allows you to onboard new value chain actors you control. So for instance, if you are a farmer-based organization, or let's say you are an agricultural cooperative union that controls a certain number of value chain actors, you can onboard these value chain actors in your dashboard. And all you have to do is come to the users, click on information system, and then it opens up this view. Now you can click on this plus icon in order to add a new value chain actor. You can enter in the details of their full name, their phone number, their email address, their Ghana card, and you can give them a default password. Now, this is what happens. So long as you provide, especially the email and password, automatically the system creates a user account for that value chain actor. So although the parent organization has this particular dashboard to manage all the value chain actors, each individual value chain actor that has been onboarded has the ability to access a personal dashboard. And I'll later on talk more in detail on that personal dashboard. So when all these details have been filled, gender can be filled, date of birth can be filled, and a role. You can choose whether that value chain actor is a farmer, a processor, an aggregator, or a tracker, or you can choose multiples. So this particular value chain actor may be both a farmer and an aggregator, or probably may also be involved in processing. So you fill out this, and as many details as you have, you fill out and save the user details. So once you fill the user details, you get the user added in here to the farmer information system. So in this case, it's really not only a farmer information system, but an information system on all the value chain actors you are managing. Now, if you happen to have a tall list of people you have onboarded, we have this search tool that allows you to filter through your entries. So say maybe you've registered a lot of people and you want to search for a particular person, you can use their phone number and search for them. And as soon as you hit enough numbers of their phone number, that particular value chain actor will pop up. Or you can use the person's name to also search for them and filter through the information system. So if I start typing the name, that value chain actor pops up, and I have details on when I onboarded the person, his name, his phone number, and the kind of person he is, whether it's a farmer, a processing company, or an aggregator. Now, moving on from this point, when an organization or group onboard value chain actors, there are basic data collection functions that we allow on the platform. You can add the farms of different farmers you have. And when you come to manage farms, you see you can add farm, you can view farm, you can add crop. When you come to the processing companies, those value chain actors within your organization or your group who are value chain, who are processing companies, you can add a processing site, view processing sites, and add a product. And same with aggregators. If you have aggregators within your group, you can add their warehouses or view their warehouses. So let's start with the value chain actors and see how to add a farm. So in order to add a farm, you have a few details you have to fill. If you know the longitude and latitude of the farm, you can input them here. Then you have the option of inputting the farm size if it's 7 acres, and the farm size there is in acres. So you can input the size of the whole farm. Then choose the region within the country where the farm is located. So I'll choose maybe Savannah region. And as soon as I choose the region, the districts in that region is populated for me so that I can choose the specific district within that region where the farm is located. Let's say I choose North Gonja district. Because I've already added the value chain actors within my organization, I can choose the particular value chain actor I'm onboarding, and then I can add the particular community within that region and district where his activities are found. So I type in the name of that particular community. So when I'm done with all of that, I only have to click on add farm details, and then that value chain actor and his production activity, in this case a farm, is fully onboarded onto the platform. So when I onboard, I can view all the farms that have been onboarded. And you realize that when you onboard a farm, it's only the location, that is the region, the districts, the longitude and latitude, which are the coordinates, and then the community that are onboarded. There's nothing said about the crop type that is being farmed. So if you want to actually fill in the details of the crop types, once you have the farms here, you know the community they are, the region, and also when a farm is onboarded, there is a farm code. So knowing the farm code, you can base on that and add particular crops that are found in the farm, because it's sometimes possible that a single farm may be mixed. It will be operating on a mixed farming basis where there are different types of crops that are being farmed on that land. So if you want to really specify the kind of crops that are being grown on that farm, you click on view, or you can also come to add crop directly. So you choose view And you see that this particular farm has already, there's some activity that is happening on it. So there are crop types that are being shown to be to be farmed on this land area. But if I want to add more crop types, so if this farm has more than one crop being farmed on it, all I have to do is click on the green button with the plus sign, and then I will be able to choose the farm crop that that is being farmed on this land area. So say the size of that particular crop that's being farmed, maybe if it's 2 acres, and because I'm viewing a particular farm, the the farm is already selected for me. So all I have to do is now choose a crop type. So if it's cabbage or carrot or cashew, cassava, all I have to do is choose that crop type, say maize, then choose an image for the farm. So maybe if I'm done harvesting, I can choose an image and then specify the price. If I know my price after harvest, I can specify the price at which my crop goes for. Say maybe it's and at this point, because we are only serving a Ghanaian population, our currency is in Ghana cedis. We can choose the amount, say 1,000. We can choose the package quantity. So maybe every 1 ton goes for 1,000 cedis. Or maybe I'll change it and say maybe it's 150 cedis, but this time it's say 100 kilograms. So you have a lot of flexibility in specifying the price, the package quantity, and the unit quantity. When you are done, you can also state whether the farm is organic or inorganic. So if it's organic, you push the slider and it would be noted that this particular farm, this particular maize farm is organic. And when you are done, you add the farm crop to that area you've already specified. Now, if there are any difficulties, you would be told you might have an error. But if everything is okay, when you click on it, it will all um, be okay. So initially I had an error, so I've changed the image and then I'm adding it up again. And now I get a success notification that the farm crop has been added successfully. So when I come to the marketplace on our main website, you realize that there are some entries at the marketplace area. So beyond this, we can also go through the same processes and add the processing sites, view processing sites, and see the kind of things that have been already added. So I see that some processing sites are already entered here. I'll view this and then I would find the details of that processing site. And all of these have search capabilities that allow you to search through all your entries. We are, as I said early on in the presentation, we are always excited to have different partners on board. So if you happen to be an agricultural data controller, and by that we are referring to agricultural economic groups and organizations like farmer-based organizations, agricultural cooperative unions, local governments, departments of agriculture, and even large scale commercial farms that are operating an outgrower scheme. You all can use our platform. And this is only the first version. We are constantly improving it. And over time, we will have functions that allow every data controller that is using our platform to have more functions on data analysis and um, data visualization. So what we have now is just the first version. So all the functions are very basic functions as at now, but we are constantly improving our offerings, and we are by this presentation reaching out to any agricultural stakeholder who can be helped with our technology to reach out to us, and then let's see what the future holds. Um, I'm very glad you stuck with me to the end of this presentation, and hopefully we would get in touch and then talk more about possible areas of collaboration. It's been a very fun-filled activity for me, and I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you once again. Staying to the end of this presentation, I'm looking forward to hearing from as many possible collaborators and partners as possible. Have a nice time, and thank you.